So, one of the first things that I want you to do is I want you to think about your game. You're obviously here to make games. And some of you might be freelance artists and you want to expand that. But I want you to think the same way too. And if you're just doing this just to make an asset pack, there's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. That's great. But within that asset pack, well, you got to make a style of a game, right? So, seeing that you have to make a style of a game, I want you to think about your game. What kind of game have you been dreaming about making? Because most of you are here to actually learn the skills to make a game. Here's what I want you to do. And this is important because it's important to visualize things as an artist. Visualizing as an artist, putting things down on paper, that's what we do. I want you to grab a notebook or just something in your sketchbook. And I want you to write down the title of your game. Start thinking about the title of your game right now. You don't have to figure this out today, but I do want you to at least put up title. I want you to think about what kind of game is it that you want to create, because that has everything to do with the kind of assets you'll be making and the tile sets that you will be creating. And later on, the characters that you'll be creating. Is it a platformer? Is it an action game that's side-scrolling? Is it a top-down RPG? I want you to start thinking about this in a very realistic way, because what that is going to do, it's going to give you a bit of focus. And it's going to make things real for you, because right now there are a lot of you out there that have been dreaming of making a game, and that's what you really want to do, but you just don't have quite the skills to do it. But when you write things down, it turns those dreams into goals, and it turns your wondering and thinking about it. It gives it focus. So start writing things down. You don't have to draw anything, just write it down. I want you to think about the games that you want to create. Visualize that game on Steam. Visualize your game is something that everybody loves and that everybody enjoys. Visualize that game app on the App Store. Are you trying to make a mobile game? Are you trying to make a fun game? Are you trying to make some money at making games? Think about that stuff. Write your goals down, but write down what this game is going to be. And if you got more than one game idea, start writing that stuff down right now. Because this is the first part of it. The reason why this is asset building and tile set building, this is world building. This is world building. And if you're on the RPG portion of this, then I want you to really start thinking about what is your story. Not writing a full-on novel or anything like that, but start thinking about the story. Start thinking about the story of your platformer. Platformers have a story. Super Mario Brothers. Mario has to go and save the princess. That's the story. And along the way, he's jumping up and smashing bricks and getting rid of enemies all along this crazy world where he can jump in sewers and swim and all this other stuff. That's the story. Castlevania has a story. Simon Belmont defeating the forces of evil, going inside of a haunted castle. What's the story of your game? This is something that is so important because this is going to make the rest of the course real for you. I want you to start to visualize this and start writing stuff down, because I wrote stuff down. And when I started writing things down, just from a personal standpoint, it really did help my art, and it helped me focus things, because you can organize stuff a lot better once you write it down and see it on paper. All right, I'm going to stop talking. We're going to have a lot of fun. You're going to make some mistakes. I'm going to make some mistakes. Let's talk about the game. I want you to start thinking about your game. I'm going to mention this throughout the course. And so I want to help you really realize your dream of making your game. That's important to me. It's important for me that you learn these skills that I'm going to teach you, and it's important for me that you go beyond what I'm teaching you. You're going to have the ability to do that. You just got to work hard at it. All right, I will see you in the next video.